All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video. And this is my Buffalo Sabres at Florida Panthers preview. With the 6-5 shootout win over the Tampa Bay Lightning last night in Tampa Bay, or not, I'm sorry, not shootout, 6-5 overtime win over the Tampa Bay Lightning in Tampa Bay last night, the Buffalo Sabres tonight in Florida with a regulation win. They have to win it in regulation. But with a regulation win, the youngest team in the National Hockey League, the Buffalo Sabres, will be sitting, at least for the time being, in the number 2 wildcard playoff spot. So tonight, they can put themselves in position, in playoff position. So they will have the number 2 wild card spot if they win in regulation tonight against a very good, very tough Florida Panthers team. It's not going to be easy. The Florida Panthers are 29-25-6. The Buffalo Sabres are 29-23-4 and are 18-8-4 on the road. But Florida's been hot as of late, and so have the Buffalo Sabres on the road. It's going to be tough. It's the second of a back-to-back, but I think they can win this game. We got to get physical like we were last night against Tampa Bay, and I'm still going to recap that game, so stay tuned for that video. I'm going to do that video a little later. But last night, Tage Thompson got a hat trick in Tampa against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We need Tage Thompson again tonight. Craig Anderson will start in goal for the Buffalo Sabres. And we need Craig Anderson to come up huge and stand on his head tonight against the Florida Panthers. It is not going to be an easy game. The Buffalo Sabres had 42 hits last night, but the Lightning also had 42 hits. So both teams brought their physical game. And to be winners, you got to be physical. And I think tonight, Don Granato, the Buffalo Sabres head coach, is going to drill it in their heads that with a win in regulation, they will, for at least the time being, be in that second wild card playoff spot. Guys, how great would it be to be talking about the Buffalo Sabres and the playoffs? This 11-year drought needs to end, and I think it will. This season, they've gone through some rough stretches, but they're the youngest team in the NHL. They're going to go through growing pains, but we want to get that playoff experience so next year, when we're really good, we can go into the playoffs with the experience and make a deep, deep run into the playoffs. And it was a good game last night. It was an emotional game, and the Buffalo Sabres dug down deep and they found a way to win after coming off of that loss to the Toronto Maple Leafs 6-3, where they just looked like they forgot how to play hockey and looked like they just didn't give a crap in the world about that game. But the Buffalo Sabres tonight can take the number 2 wild card playoff spot with a regulation win. They have to win in regulation. I think they're going to finally beat the Florida Panthers. I want to win this game so bad because in the post-game video, you know how bad I want to be talking about the Buffalo Sabres and the playoffs. This, after 11 years, look at how long it took the Bills. The Buffalo Sabres can do this. This season, they can make the playoffs. They got a good head coach in Don Granato. They got a good young team. They got players like Jack Quinn. They got Dylan Cousins. They got Rasmus Dahlin. They got Tage Thompson, Jeff Skinner. Um, you know, they got Lucas Rusek, who is not up here yet, but I think he's going to be something, but I think he may be moved at the deadline. Uh, we need a big physical defenseman and a big physical forward. Uh, Someone that can come in and not let these kids get pushed around, and someone that will help us make our playoff push. So, big game. It should be a good game. Should be a fun game. It's not going to be easy. It's definitely going to be hard. Florida's going to want to beat us. They're fighting for the playoffs too, just like the Buffalo Sabres are. But man, if they can win back to back in Florida and sweep this 2-game road trip in Florida, oh man, guys, this would be something. And then they play another team they're chasing, the Washington Capitals, who are also fighting for a playoff spot. They play them on Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So I can't wait for that, guys. Big stretch of games coming up tonight. Starting tonight against the Florida Panthers. And then on Sunday against Washington. And then Tuesday they're at home against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And then they got Boston at Boston. And then they're home against Tampa Bay, home against Edmonton, and at the New York Islanders. So it's not going to be an easy stretch. But a win tonight puts them in that second wildcard playoff spot, at least for the time being. They just got to keep on winning. And if they keep on winning, they can and they will make the playoffs, I think. The records are almost similar. Florida's 29-25-6. Buffalo's 29-23-4. So they both have 29 wins. They're both looking for their 30th win. The Buffalo Sabres have to do it in regulation tonight for at least for the time being, be in that second wild card playoff spot. So let's go, boys. Let's dig down deep like you did last night, and let's win this hockey game. And let's, at least for now, be talking about playoffs. Guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video. Stay tuned for my Buffalo Sabres at Florida Panthers post-game recap. Hopefully, I am talking about the Buffalo Sabres being in a wild card playoff spot. Beat Florida, come out, play physical. We got to weather the storm at first, but guys, the Buffalo Sabres can win on the road. They've been proving it all season that they're road warriors, guys. They are road warriors. They're 18-8-2 on the road. So I believe that's what they are. But anyway, I can't wait. They gotta come out flying. They gotta come out shooting the puck. They can't only have 23 shots on goal like they did last night in Tampa. Tampa had 41 shots on goal. Buffalo scored 6 goals on 23 shots against Andrei Vasilevsky. So tonight, like I said, it'll be Craig Anderson in goal for the Buffalo Sabres. Zemgus Girgensons will play in his 600th NHL game. So congratulations to Zemgus Girgensons. Head-to-head against Florida. This is the third of 4 meetings this season. Florida is 2-0 against the Sabres this year. The last time they played, they defeated Buffalo 4-1 in Buffalo on January 16th. So, like I said, it's not going to be easy. We need to win tonight, guys. This is going to be a playoff atmosphere game. And I hope it is, because I want these kids to know what a playoff atmosphere is. They've played in several playoff atmosphere games this year, like against Boston, you know. But hopefully, guys, in the post game, I'm talking about the Buffalo Sabres and the playoffs. So comment, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for my Buffalo Sabres at Florida Panthers post game recap. Go Sabres. Let's beat the Florida Panthers. Let's, at least for the time being, get that second wild card playoff spot. Go Sabres. Beat the Cats.